team. So one program where multiple opportunities are created. You participate very well, very effectively. You all stand a chance to receive some additional certification also, right? Our team will be contacting you, guiding you on and helping you to get these additional white belt as well as yellow belt certification as part of your green belt training itself. But only with effective participation upon fulfilling certain requirements, you will be issued that. And the training will happen on all weekdays, weekend, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., 2 weekends. And then Tuesdays, you have an extra class, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. These extra class will be handled by Dr. RK with a focus on helping you to prepare for the exams. Right? So make use of those Tuesday class also, and make all sessions participative and interactive. And then attendance is compulsory, and the exam will happen on the last day, the last day of the training program. There will be 90 minutes exam. There will be 50 questions, and you need to score 60% to be eligible to get the green belt certification from Government of India. Similarly, these certificates will also come based on a small assessment, and you will be informed about it. And this is voluntary; you can participate, right? And here also the same requirement, but only thing is the questions will be to the yellow belt level, just 30 minutes, 25 questions. That's the thing, right? So as far as the Six Sigma Green Belt program is concerned, the ultimate goal is to help all of you gain comprehensive knowledge of the Six Sigma methodology, DMAC, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, through a practical, result-oriented approach. That is why we started with the case study, right? And then use the Six Sigma tools and techniques very effectively for problem solving and decision making when you are on a project mode, and gain enough knowledge to successfully attempt and pass the requirements of the CLSSGB certification exam. And once you become a green belt, get the certificate, now you are ready to work with black belts. You are ready to participate in Lean Six Sigma project. And in fact, you are even ready to lead Lean Six Sigma Green Belt project. So these are the expected outcomes. So, and in order to make all these outcomes happen in real time, we need a little cooperation from all of you. You should feel comfortable with working with computers and try to attend all the sessions using laptop instead of attending through mobile. And make sure you install the MS Excel and then Minitab 17 in your laptop, and so that you can parallelly do some analysis as we teach from our side. And the basic statistical knowledge is very good. Otherwise, at least you should be, committed to listen and then learn the statistical concepts, Lean Six Sigma concepts, and the new tools and techniques, so that you can actually produce results from your projects. If you already have some exposure, participation in improvement projects, that will be an added plus, but not, a compulsory thing, because we are going to explain it from the basics of it, right? So these are the objectives of my talk. Maybe probably I'll go up to 1 o'clock. And what is the relationship between business and Six Sigma or Lean Six Sigma? Why should we learn? How it is going to be helpful for my business? How it is going to be helpful for my career? That's the first goal. And then we will understand a little bit about the history, how it all started, how Six Sigma evolved, and why should we learn? And then the basics, principles behind quality, Lean, and Six Sigma I'll be touching. And then many companies use Lean Six Sigma as an operational excellence model. So what is operational excellence? And so how Lean Six Sigma helps in achieving the excellence, right? And then the improvement approach or the methodology, we call it DMAC. I'll also take you through the phases, all the 5 phases: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. And if time permits, I will take up, introduce the Lean also and teach you one basic tool in Lean, which is Kaizen. Otherwise, we'll take it up separately. Right. So why we need Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma in business? Direct answer. It improves your profitability. It improves your profitability. All of us know profit, but what is profitability? Right? So you will improve the profit. You will also improve your ability to improve the profit. That is called improving profitability. I repeat, to improve the profit, what your company is making. You will also improve the ability to improve the profit. So the one is direct benefit, Other one is future benefit, right? So the direct benefit, are called the Six Sigma or Lean Six Sigma projects. And making yourself, able enough to make profits in the future, that is called design for Six Sigma. Hope now one of the question gets answered. Improving your current profit, right? Keeping your ongoing business in mind. Your focus is on improving the bottom line. What is bottom line? Bottom line is, improving the profit margin. Bottom line is reducing the cost associated, the manufacturing cost, the operational cost. So if your goal is that, and that is called, the Six Sigma or Lean Six Sigma project, right? So I divide the word profitability into two portions. One is increase the profit, that means direct benefit. And another thing is you equip your business, you equip your people, you equip your resources to make more profit in the future. And that is the second half of the word, ability. So there are two benefits. One is hard benefit, another one is soft benefit. What is hard benefit? The direct benefit in terms of the dollars. What is soft benefit? You equip people, you equip resources, you equip your process, and thereby your business will give more profit in the future. So it gives both forms of thing. And now how do I improve the profit? I can improve the profit by maximizing the output. I can improve the profit by maximizing the output. If I maximize the output, I may use the same resource and maximize the profit. Or I may produce the same output by minimizing the resource usage. All of you are with me on this? I can maximize my profit in two ways. One is I use the same resources. My input is same, but my output is now better. That means my focus is on effectiveness. Hope all of you understand what is effectiveness. I produce output meeting the customer requirements, and I improve that. But I don't increase the consumption of the input. Input remains same. That means my focus is on improving effectiveness. Any project focusing on improving the effectiveness are nothing but the Six Sigma projects. It follows a methodology called DMAC: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. And now the result is maximized profit margin. Your profit will get maximized. Why? Because your output is increasing and your input remains the same. So your profit will obviously be better. And on the other side, I produce the output by reducing the consumption of resources. Reducing the consumption of resources means my focus is on the efficiency. My focus is on efficiency. That means I will remove consumption of resources for doing activities which are actually not adding value to my customer. Right? That means I am removing the wasteful activities that are accumulated in my business. And such projects are called Lean Six Sigma projects. When I want to be more efficient, my operational cost will come down. Am I right? I'm more efficient means I use less time. I use less raw material. I use less resources. Everything, less. That means I have become professionally conducive in providing the resource to my team. But still, I will not compromise on the effectiveness. That approach is called what? Lean Six Sigma. All of you are with me on this? You understand the difference between Six Sigma and Lean Six Sigma? But both will follow the same methodology, DMAIC, developed by Motorola: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Coming on to the other side, what is the other side? My future income, my future profit, that is also important in my business. Being a leader, you should not only think about what is happening in the present, you should also think about the future. Am I right? So that means you need to equip your company in a 360-degree manner. You equip your people, equip your process, equip your resources, everything. That means when you do business and earn money, you must invest a portion of it. You must reinvest a portion of it so that you tend to continue and retain the #1 position in the market. Right? So when you are investing your money again in the business, your investment should be wise. Your investment will be wise if you take care of both efficiency and effectiveness. Am I correct? You invest money to generate additional revenue. At the same time, your focus is on both effectiveness and efficiency. I do something new now because it's a new investment. Maybe I started a new plant. Maybe I'm buying a new machine. Maybe I'm hiring another 10 people. Do you want to hire the right people? That is effectiveness. I want to hire the right people. That is effectiveness. And I wanted to make them work more. At the same time, I wanted to see that my company spends only what is required, not more than that. That means efficiency. So hiring new people, buying a new machine, creating a new facility, creating a new process, or developing a new product, these are all called DFSS projects. Design for Six Sigma. Focus is on both effectiveness as well as efficiency. Why do I do this? Why do I buy a new machine? Why do I buy why do I create a new plant? Or why do I develop a new product? I want more revenue. All right. So that is called top line growth. So projects may be top driven, projects may be bottom up, right? It can be top down approach or it can be bottom up approach. But what is most important in Six Sigma is goals have to be aligned. Goals have to be aligned and leadership support is very important. Then only your project can actually produce result. Otherwise, it will be running through the project, consuming the resource and ending up not achieving any improvement, right? Top management support. Another thing is goal alignment. So these two things you need to understand, and probably this aspect will be taught to you in the black belt level, because it is the job of the black belt to ensure that project is selected perfectly aligning the organization strategy, right? So now what you learned is there are 3 types of project. It can be a Six Sigma project, or it can be a Lean Six Sigma project, or it can be a DFSS project, right? And here the growth is bottom line. Your cash flow will be smooth. Your profit margin will get maximized. And here the additional revenue will increase. Is it clear with the slide? All of you, any questions to me? Good. We move on. So how it all evolved? It all evolved from